Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. How
So,
are you, sir?
good morning. So, first of all, hearty congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
How are you feeling now?
Sir, it's great, sir. Actually, whole my family, all my aunts, uncles they're very much happy, sir. I did not see them having so much affection for me. Suddenly, I called them when the result came.
Hmm.
Everybody started trying. All my aunts started trying. We have seen you struggling so much for this much.
Right.
Finally, you have done. Uh, One of my uncle, who is a manager in corporate office, he retired. He's around 57 years old.
Okay.
His dream is to complete CA. It seems. I don't know till now. I used to talk to
Oh,
him
he
regularly.
never spoke about it.
He never spoke about this. He trained around 12 students to complete CA. He sponsored them. It seems.
Oh, that's
None,
nice.
none of them completed CA. It seems. When I completed CA, he started shouting. He used to look so calm, composed to everybody. Suddenly, he started shouting in his house. So it's great, sir. Great.
That's nice. That's nice. Good to hear, man. So, what do you think is the major difference in terms of experience? Because one hour before or 1 minute before you're a CS student, on the
Mm-hmm.
day on that minute when the result is out, you became a chartered accountant, right? In terms of the person, you're the same. So, what is so different after officially becoming a CA?
No, it's the level of confidence that brings in, sir. The level of confidence, the level of high that it brings in. So we will be having some sort of assurance in life. Somehow we have cracked this course. Our life is somewhat settled up to some sort of financial stability and emotional stability. When we
Right.
are down, we can tell ourselves that at least we have this degree. We have
Hmm.
gone through all this hard path to achieve this degree. In financial stability, we will be having at least if anything happens, I will go out of the existing job. I can get some sort of job, at least having a decent salary. So that are the two thoughts that will be running in the mindset.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let me
Mm-hmm.
have the honor of adding those two letters. Allow doing this for you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So yes, officially renamed.
It feels great, sir, to see.
I've done it for hundreds of students, and this is exactly what I love the most about it. When you look, I think this is a significant shift in your life, right? Until now, it's one point,
Yes, sir.
and then when you have those two letters, it's very different.
Mm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly.
Cool, Maitreya. So
Mm.
this conversation is all about helping students understand what have you done
Mm.
differently after getting stuck at a point, and most
Mm.
importantly, what are the lessons which they can learn from your experience. So that is exactly of why
Mm.
we do all this success stories and case studies. So Srinath would have
Mm.
prepared a PPT. Let me check if it is ready. I'll just share the screen.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, is the screen visible to you?
Mm. Yes, sir. It's able to me.
Okay. So this is your experience. Let me start with it. Let me start playing this.
Okay.
Hi friends, I have qualified as chartered accountant in this November 23 attempt. Actually, I wanted to join this Him Life School mentorship in May 23 attempt only, but due to different reasons, I am not able to join in May 23 attempt for the mentorship of Him Cancer. After that, in November 23 attempt, I called to the super student mentor, and they guided me accordingly to join the mentorship of Him Cancer. So, what made a difference for me in this attempt to qualify is I'm a bit demotivated before November 23 attempt to sit for the exams, uh, do a plan, study consistently, wake up early in the morning. Because this is my fifth attempt, I am a bit demotivated emotionally and intellectually. So when I met Himkan sir, he gave us a plan. The initial days of mentorship is in such a way that it is all about training the student. What is the purpose we are doing the chartered accountancy course? How to not get exhausted till the exams. It is a long period of 6 months that we need to work hard to clear the exam. So the initial 3 months or the initial 2 months is all about training the brain, and is all about getting habituated to a schedule. So the morning calls or the breathing block technique or the color coding technique he has introduced are very helpful for me. And one thing which I want to tell is I am a working professional. Even though I am working for 6 days in a week for the office, every day morning I used to study for at least 2 hours, and every day evening I used to study at least for 2 hours. This happened only due to these group sessions that are being arranged by the Himkan sir in the midweeks, which motivates me for the rest of days in the week. And one thing is this group study hours which we used to attend, that also helped me very lot. And during the end course of my preparation, the one day which is there before the exams, before in May 23 and November 22 attempts, I am a bit panic about the time constraint and the syllabus that used to be covered in the one day. But Himkan sir has given me some schedule according to which in this hour you need to complete this syllabus, and the next coming hours you need to complete this syllabus according to the priority that he has chosen. That helped me a lot to keep my nerves cool and complete the syllabus accordingly in the last one day. That helped me clear the exams this time. So joining mentorship is essential for the people who are struggling with their attempts. So if you fail once, if you fail twice, that's fine. But failing is unavoidable for 1 or 2 times. But if you're continuously failing, there may be some error at your part. You need to take some sort of help to come out of it. So if you want that sort of help emotionally and intellectually and each subject wise, then I would like to recommend you to join Himkan sir's class. That would be very useful for you. Thank you.
So that's a pretty nice way of summarizing your journey, Mythreya. In terms of understanding what actually changed, now there are multiple techniques, there are multiple processes, but as a person, what do you think is the biggest change which you have experienced after joining us?
Sir, as I told you, I am pretty good with my academics, but what has changed is the thought process, the way of approaching things. That's the major thing that has changed, because how good we are at the academics, but if we are not able to control our thoughts or emotions while studying, when we are not able to streamline our
Right.
what we call preparation process, it's very hard to crack the exam, because
Right.
summarizing everything at 1.5 days, handling the toughest papers is very difficult when we are not prepared in these 6 months. That has changed very much for me. My focus used to be for morning 2 hours. I used to focus on study only. The main thing, as I told in the video, is the group sessions that you used to take. I think it is on Thursday. That
Yes,
sessions helped
Malcolm
me a
Marx,
lot.
yes.
Uh, uh, that sessions helped me a lot. I used to wait for that sessions. I used to carefully listen. I used to pump myself up. I used to study, because it's very hard working for 6 days in a week, waking up at morning 5 o'clock, studying for 2 hours, traveling for 12 kilometers for the office. It's
Right.
a bit schedule, but
Exhausting.
somehow I'm motivated that if I complete this thing, everything will be fine. Just only one group is left, so it motivates me very much, sir.
Very good. So the
And
biggest changes.
another thing I want to tell is, you keep on telling us that when you qualify the CA, you are not going to settle for lower packages. You are not going to settle for 10 lakhs or 11 lakhs. Or before that, before joining into mentorship, I used to have this idea that all my friends qualified, they are getting only 8 lakhs package, 9 lakhs package. What is this happening? But after joining him life school, so let me qualify. I'll get back to him concern,
Yes.
guide me accordingly. Then we can do. First, let me qualify. Why do they
Step one.
demotivate seeing other people? So that is the idea that built in my mind during the mentorship programs.
So essentially saying the focus was on the thought process. More than the academics, once people change the thought process, it is easy to clear. That's what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Now, what about students who are not able to understand the importance of this thought process because they keep going through coaching cycles one more time, revision videos one more time. They keep doing the same thing 5 times, 6 times. Now, how can somebody help those students, and how can they realize? Because not everyone knows that we exist, and not everyone knows that thought process has to change. So how were you able to
Mm.
decide that you should focus on thought process instead of subject? So what made you join the program? How did you decide?
Sir, that inner call will come within us, sir. If your thought process is
Right.
if the thought process is not a correct way, because
Hmm.
I have cracked my group 2 in July 21.
Hmm.
Human beings change over a period of time. Coming to
Hmm.
November 22, May 22, I can see that I am not able to sit and study for longer hours. That
Right.
inner call comes in, somebody would help me to, if somebody helps me to sit and study for longer hours, I would crack this exam. But something which stops that people from getting this mentorship or any program is that ego within us. They feel like I have cracked my 10th class exams by myself, I have cracked my CPT by myself. Why do I need a mentorship program?
Hmm.
So we need to come out of that zone, we need to come out that our ego, and we need to seek some help.
Right.
So the decision we need to make. If you remember, I came for May 23, I failed to break that boundaries around me. I am not open for the mentorship. But
Right.
once I failed May 23, no, November 22, sorry, May 23,
Made yeah.
no, I need some mentorship. So how quick we make the decision, the better will be our results.
Right.
That obviously inner call will, and something to quantify. If somebody is failing between 180 or 175 to 195, most probably there is some bit of lacking in the process only, sir. Because
Oh.
academically they are not that sort of strong. They could not
Hmm.
have reached around 180, 195 only.
Hmm.
They would
Hmm.
have stopped at 160 or 155 only. If they are reaching at this point of score, most probably the lacking is in the thought process and implementation of the subject which they have gained during the coaching.
Understood. Understood. So,
Yes.
at what point should a student decide that he needs external help? Sometimes they can manage on their own, sometimes they might need external help. And how do you think they should choose the right mentor? Because there are a lot of options available in the market. So, I want you to help students in general, because not everyone who watches this video are going to join us. That is not the objective. So, when a student is stuck in a particular dilemma or gets stuck in the path of clearing CA, how should they choose the right person or right organization to move forward?
So I would like to be frank and honest in this thing. Before joining Himlife School, I have met one mentor through online. He gave me direct one message, hi. He sent me payment link, direct payment link. You pay me 3,000. So I paid 3,000. He sent me question papers. So this is not mentorship. I just want to clarify, dealing with academics is not mentorship. If your if your process is the wrong, you need to get someone who corrects your process. Because end of the day, as MS Dhoni says, process is important. Academics are, everybody will be having technique, but everybody will not be Virat Kohli. She is also like that only. So many people who got ranks, so many people who got qualifying the CA are not well-to-do students or who got 95%, 98% in their school days or intermediate days. So what I'm telling is, to choose the mentor, you just need to spend some time with them. So in our Himlife school, we are having that initial workshops, which you send us links, and without paying any money, we use you to join that workshop. Then we will get that sync. You will be explaining everything, how our academic will be sorted out, how our schedules will be sorted out, how our 1 day preparation will be sorted out. So everything will be explained so clearly that we can connect with the problems. Not
Right.
every human being will be having all the 100 problems that you are mentioning now, sir. Somebody will connect with some sort of problem. That some sort of problem will be solved by you. So they need to believe in that. So they need to attend the workshops of the mentors. So nobody in the market, as per my knowledge, is organizing the pre-mentorship workshops.
Right.
Everybody will be sending that payment links only. If you send that payment link, they will send the question paper. Oh, if these question papers are available in the ICA website, right? So that's not how things work. Students should know that. So the faster they know, the better they come out of this.
That's a good way of saying things, Mythreya. So let's get
Mm,
back to the
mm,
slide once again to
mm,
see rest of the steps.
mm.
I think you should be able to
Yes, sir. I'm saying.
see them. Yeah. So you have joined the Hall of Fame. I'm sure you would have watched all of these videos
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
multiple times.
Yes,
So this is because everyone correlates themselves to this wall. So basically, okay, I have watched this person, I watched this person, so
Yes,
I
yes.
just have to get there and all of that. So this
Mm,
is
mm.
you'll be shortly added to this.
Yes, sir, sure, sir.
And whom did you resonate the most? If you have connected to some of them, whom did you resonate the most?
Actually, uh, I remember somebody. Uh, Actually, I joined that session, whole day session. I am sitting in
Full day,
office
sir.
and
Okay,
uh,
you're working that day.
uh, uh, I remember a lady from that who is married or who is after that married. She cleared after 10 attempts or
Akshari,
so.
Akshari. Yeah. Akshari.
Yes, yes.
She's the one. Yes.
Yes, she is the one.
Akshari. Got it.
She's the one I have got connected with.
Good.
Uh,
Good. Nice. And
the,
this is where it started, May 23, and this is
yes, sir.
where we ended.
Yes, sir.
So it's a decent attempt when I say, because we normally focus between 210 to 220. Our target itself is 210 to 220 because let's say yesterday I spoke to another student who was talking about focusing in energies on one particular subject because of which the aggregate is getting reduced. Let's say somebody decides that I want to get
Mm,
65 in SFM. For
mm,
you to do that, it will
mm.
consume a lot of energy,
Yes,
and
yes.
it will be depleted from audit and law. So
Mm,
that
mm,
way, it is important to focus on the aggregates. So
mm,
how
mm,
did you decide to move from this target to this target? Like we have done a compilation here. So yeah, this is where you shared us. Okay.
mm,
From here to here,
mm.
what are the steps which you have taken, especially in law? So what changed?
Actually, so I decided this time I am not going to stretch out on any subject heavily.
Hmm.
So as SFM, I can push marks to an extent. No, I am not. I did not plan for 17 SFM. I planned for 60, which is an exemption score.
Right.
So I struggled for that. I got 56.
Hmm.
I kept my expectations practical.
Right.
So I love audit subject very much. I am into internal audit. I am doing internal audit work. My articleship is in internal audit.
Hmm.
I love audit very much. But coming to coming to exam, audit is something which requires more efforts.
Right.
So there is a chance that if there is anything from the end of the examiner or somebody or the papers are set tricky, there is a chance that it may go to a toss if I take it as my major subject.
Major subject. Right. Hmm.
So I put a target that every day 2.5 hours or 2.2 hours I will study audit.
Hmm.
Coming to the in my exam leave period because I have only 15 days of exam leave. So I gave 2 hours to the audit and I have completed my audit. So it resulted in my pass marks 43. If I focused on the audit heavily, my law or SFM would have taken for a toss.
Right. Right.
So I
Hmm.
plan in such a way. For corporate law, last time I know that I am bit negligible, ignoring the corporate law. So this time I have listed out all the chapters. That 70% of the syllabus should be strong. We have that color coding technique, right? The chapters in the I did not remember the colors, maybe in the
Yeah.
yellow or something.
Yes.
Not ABC category. As per the color coding technique, the chapters which are given the first priority, I have completed them accordingly.
Green. Yes. Yes.
For
Hmm.
law, I have exclusively used color coding technique only.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
So the big chapters like FEMA and IBC I have done completely. For FEMA, I have just seen the questions backside of the study material and I have studied like that. So it helped for me in the law. So, and one thing I kept in my mind is for the SFM, so first exam should be given a better shot that increases the confidence for the coming rest of the two exams. So that motivated me to push for SFM. Somehow I have done good in the SFM.
Perfect. Perfect. Good to know. Now, in terms of your experience, which you have shared, today is the day
Mm-hmm.
where my status changed from CA aspirant to chartered accountant. It has been 7 years of a journey in this course, and clearing the CA final group one has been the toughest phase in the whole exercise. Okay? I'm emotionally, intellectually drained after giving 2 attempts of group one, and then after researching out in the market, it came to know about in life school. I attended the workshop, did not join, thinking it to be expensive. I gave another attempt and failed. Mythreya, this is a phenomenon which we are noticing with almost every student. Matlab, all those who clear, generally they say that we wanted to join, then we thought it's expensive, then we went back, failed, and then we came back. Now, why is this happening? Like, can you help me understand? Because if it's really expensive or if it's really tough for the student, you should not join at any point of time. Now, it's just that at some point of time you decide it's not for you, and once again you're coming back because of it. 6 months are getting wasted, and we have clearly saw that in the case of Suresh, and we saw it with multiple people. So, can you throw some light on this?
Because people don't know the value of degree that we are going to forget about the financial stability or financial value that we get to this degree. The amount of happiness that we can see in the eyes of parents and the people we love. So if you need the mentorship, if the urge comes in you, if the inner call comes in you, if you feel this him life school is for you, blindly go for it. It's not expensive. Because people may ask, you thought it is expensive, why you are saying it, because when you know the result, when you go to a shop, when you buy something premium, initially it feels premium, but when you start using it,
Using it.
you value of it.
Yes.
So you cannot know the value of it unless you get the result. So I know the result, what will be the benefit joining in him life school, what. So getting connected to him life school, maybe it's Srinath sir or Himakant sir, they will be support for us. How to articulate it, they will be a support for us. They will lift our calls, they will answer us. Nobody can answer this. Our friends will come with vague answers. Our parents will support, you will pass, you will pass, they will tell, but they don't know, they are not experts in this subject. You will get that support in the him life school, I can assure you that. So if there is inner call from you, if you think him life school is best for you, you blindly join it. It's not expensive, I'm telling, it's not expensive. For the result you get, you will certainly pass, you will certainly pass. There is no issue in that. If there is something back and forth, maybe 1 or 2 months, 6 months away from that, but you will certainly pass. You will not get demotivated, you will not get depressed by failure. Failures happen. There is a difference in the past percentage. If probably if you fail in the one attempt joining the him life school, next attempt you will certainly pass. If you are not in him life school, or if you are not in touch with any sort of good human beings around you, you will get into depression. Somebody will come and say, why are you doing CA, it's not for you. All this nonsense happen in life. Paying the money, joining in him life school is better than fighting all the nonsense happening around you. That's what I want to say, because I experienced it. 7 attempts is, I know I have collective experience of 7 attempts. So I'm telling you, if an urge is coming, blindly join it.
It's a nice way to put things. Thank you for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At that point, I realized I need some external support and explain the situation to the super student mentor. He patiently listened to me and guided me to in life school. Initially, I'm skeptical how this will work out, but the framework was crystal clear from the side of Himakant sir. He assured us of success if the process is followed with trust. Now, who is this super student mentor you're talking about?
Srinath sir.
Now, we have to talk about him a bit because Srinath was my student. He actually joined us in the COVID, and before joining us, he failed in 9 attempts. He failed for 9 attempts IPCC, and he had a lot of depressing thoughts and other things. And one day he said, "Sir, I want to stay with you. I want to work with you." Even as I'm talking, still staying in our head office at Hyderabad. So I'm operating from a different city right now. Now, like, what is his role in this? Like, what do you, how helpful was his role? Because normally, it's a very tough role for him because people think he's trying to sell something. Now, when he genuinely tries to help a student, they think, okay, because that's the general understanding, right? But a lot of people always mention about Srinath specifically. So, in your case, how did you find his role helpful, and how was he helpful in helping you take the right decision?
Actually, if you talk about this world where lots of human beings live, people don't like to listen. If there is a 10 minutes conversation, which from my side I want to tell him all my problems to an next person, he will listen for 2 minutes and he will come to conclusion. This is all youth problem. This is generation problem. Generalized what we call conclusions they will come to, and they start giving unnecessary jnana. But in the case of Srinath sir, he will listen peacefully. Actually, on the first day when I called him after my May 23 exams, after exams only I called him, before, not before results. not after results. After exams only, I know. So my exams are for a toss. I need to join this mentorship. I called him. I think the first call is for around 1 hour. In
Right.
that 1 hour, I spoke for around 40 minutes. He listened peacefully and carefully. I don't know if he's having notepad and noting the points. When he's because everybody will be having a different story in CA. So he's when he spoke back to me, that is the time I surely decided that this is the mentorship I want to join, because he specifies the areas which we are having defects. He will not give the solutions instantly. He will tell this will be worked over a period of time. That is 100% true. He will not come up with some vague YouTube motivational videos words. He will tell we will discuss with sir. We will work on it. So these are the solutions. We have worked on it past in the for the past students also. They came out of this, so you can also come. He will give us some sort of hope. So that's what it is needed when you are in the depression or when you are demotivated. So people need to listen to us what we are going through, because if we tell to the parents he is talking out of depression or he is talking out of pressure, they will think. If you talk to friends about this, they will think, Arey, he is fine for yesterday, why he is talking for today. People don't understand, people don't listen. So he listens, understands, comes back with little words only. No, he does not tell lots of things. He tells only few words that will be so impactful. So that will give us hope. Once we come into the mentorship program, he will stay in touch with us. He will pick all our calls. He will listen to our
Right.
problems. He will connect with you. That very helpful.
Good, good. He would love to listen to this part of the conversation because he has been doing a lot. He patiently listened to me and guided me into the Him Life School. Initially, I'm skeptical how this will work out, but the framework was crystal clear from inside of him with answer, and he assured of the success of the process. Followed the trust. Now, what framework are you talking about, Mythreya here? What particular framework?
The framework is all about, sir, the plan is crystal clear, sir. So there may be different problems, but when the framework you have framed, that is for the first 1.5 month, we will be having rigorous sessions to get accumulated with these morning calls, techniques. So to get what we call used to all the group sessions, or to get familiar with all the group study calls.
Right.
So once we get first, if you remember, first 2 months or 3 months, I used to regularly join the calls. Once I understood that my schedule is set, once I understood that my brain is set, my framework is set as per your guidance, I started studying. You also, I remember this thing also. When the exams are nearing, you said that if you are working professional, you need not join every call. You can
Right.
study on your own as per the techniques. So that helped me a lot. We have some clarity in
Okay.
what we are doing. There is no halfway through you stop your SFM, you start your law, halfway through you stop your audit, you start your FR. No, these things are not happening. Actually, the students will get this sort of thoughts. Sometimes the mentors will get this type of confusion. I thought he will be doing SFM. He is not understanding SFM. Let him make a audit his main subject. No, this sort of nonsense will not happen in our program. Everything is clear. If results are something, so we can know by speaking to the student how he is reacting. If something is not as per your expectations, you will soothe him, and let him proceed with the next step. So no
Right.
panic program is there in our this thing. That's
Right.
very helpful.
Perfect. Perfect. Good to know. Because yeah, this is all about clarity and a stable preparation process. Good that you're able to experience it the way it should be. And the Super Student program heavily focus on sharpening of the axe before blindly starting to cut the tree. Morning call and box spring technique help to build the schedule and calm down the nerves. Initial focus is on building the habits and mindset to strategically study for longer hours. Now, what made you say this, Maitreya? Like, what is this sharpening of axe before cutting the tree? So, in CA preparation, what is it?
That's all I was talking is mindset, sir. Because why you wake up in the morning? Somewhere in the journey, we will lose the purpose, sir. Why you have started, we will forget. We will lose the motivation, because we are living in that sort of world, that sort of environment. to stay motivated for longer period, especially in the course like giving up everything when everybody is enjoying waking up in the morning. You will get the purpose. You will get hold of the purpose. So that's what I meant, sir. Once the setting, so motivating brain from a negative mindset to positive mindset takes some time. So that happened for me in the initial months. Maybe I think I joined in the June. By July 15th or July 10th, I am ready. My mindset is ready.
Right.
By the time I get results, by the time I saw I got FR exemption, I am ready. I am ready to write FR also. No issue. And my mindset is ready. So somehow I got FR exemption, we moved on. So that is what I'm talking about.
Understood. So as long as you keep sharpening your mind, everything will happen quite seamlessly. But despite of being a working professional, I consistently studied on weekdays and I revised on the weekends. Okay, good. This midweek sessions used to boost the morale when I get exhausted. I just spoke about magic of mornings. Another beautiful thing about the super student program is to the energy community that is built of students, parents, and mentors. I remember a session where parents are invited and shared the journey with students, in completing which motivated me to go an extra mile to give my 100% exam. I think you're talking about the July 22nd anniversary day where we had a 15-hour long session. Yes. And in terms of being a working professional, Mythreya, how did you handle it? Because this is one question which we constantly keep getting. They are the ones who choose the work. Now they decide to work and study, but whenever they have to study, they create work as an excuse. So this happens with most of the working professionals because they sound as if they're forced to work. No, they're working because they want financial stability. Now, when you sell your time, you have more money and less time. So within less time, you'll have to do some arrangement. So why is it a lot of working professionals find it hard to study? And in your case, how did you manage both work and studies?
It's all about prioritization, sir. So office will not start at 5 a.m. in the morning
Right.
and end 12 in the night. So that's very clear. Any office, how much of workload you are having, office will start at 10 a.m. and most probably it may end at 7 p.m. in the evening. We will be having ample time. We need to cut down our what we call other activities. I did not watch movies. I did not hang out with friends. So my friends used to bully me. "Arey, why are you studying so heavy? From July only, you are having enough time. Your office is giving 15 days leave." So my thought is clear. I need to I need to focus on my goal. So I focused on that only. So work is not an excuse, sir. Work is not an excuse. So in my case, it gave me some sort of confidence. Every month first, I used to receive salary, so that boosted me. This is going to increase after a while. So we need to plan our days. That is the thing. You should not bring all the office tensions into your study hall. You should leave that outside. You should focus on your plan and preparation.
Right.
So when you are studying alone as a working professional, many issues will be there. But when you are into this sort of mentorship program, there will be a community that will be helping you. There will be a number of students. I used to come from the office. I used to sit in the study hall, and I used to join the group sessions.
Yes.
So sitting in the study hall, I used to join the group sessions because there is some sort of connection with the students sitting in the group sessions through the video call. So that helped me a lot.
Perfect. Good to know this. And the role of involving the parents. Now, how did this help you? Like you specifically mentioned when parents came into the picture, you were inspired. So, what part of it was helpful for you?
Actually, parents do not show their emotions generally.
Their kids directly, yes.
Every parent of a CA student wants their child to be a chartered accountant. So once Ganesh sir came, I remember him coming on the mother of some student came, Teja.
Teja's mother.
Those two incidents are in my mind. In my exam leave when I used to study for 10-11 hours. So human nature is getting exhausted. I used to get to what is this happening? And so once that spark comes in my mind when I remember those incidents. So my father would be also proud for me when I complete my CA course. CA course is rewarding course that I want to say. Now I report to a very senior personnel. He is around 67 years old. He is into top leaderships into many conglomerates. So he is not a chartered accountant. So when I qualified my chartered accountancy course, he is so happy for me. Arey
Right.
Mythreya, you qualified CA, your future will be nice. Improve that skill, improve this skill. You can rule this. That's the value. You need to understand the value. People comes into course understanding the value, but they will lose the purpose. They will settle for something which is far below the standards.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Very good.
Everything, mentorship, parents, everything combines into bringing up the purpose why we have joined this course and consistently working hard for that.
Very well articulated, Mythreya, because normally they don't share their emotions. I believe this is the purpose of bringing them, because when you listen to any mother, any father, we can get connected, because most of the mothers have the same intent. Most of the fathers want the same for their kids. Yes, good that you're able to take in the right spirit. And finally, I followed the last day's strategy provided by him a concept which helped me to stick to the plan in the time of panic and smoothly attend and complete the exam. End of the day, super student fully packed program which helps you emotionally, intellectually, physically stabilize despite what is happening in your personal professional life by following the predetermined plan by him. Essentially, past result is a byproduct. Now here, this particular part, the day before the exam, what changed, Mythreya, to be more specific, because this is where most of the people lose. All the people who get 180 are the ones who deserve to get 200 if they use that 1.5 day properly. So what was the difference between your May attempt and November attempt, especially during those 1.5 days?
The main thing is I closed the window of the previous exam. I did not I did not think in such a way that that exam result is going to impact this exam. I came, I opened that PPT. There are time slots in the PPT that you are given for 1.5 day planning. So this to be done, this to be done. I studied as per that. And so the, so in the time slots, you should not get the thought of another chapter or another sum or another concept. So the brain should be more stable. So you need to cover the whole syllabus as much as possible, and your brain need to be stable. That's very hard task actually, because if you are studying one thing, you will remember one thing. Worst part is you will remember what you have written in the previous exam. That will hit you.
Right.
So to control that, you should be having a strong plan. Which is closed-ended. No
Right.
modifications not
Close-ended
should be
plan.
happening in the 1.5 day. Some people come up with you this revision video for 12 hours, so slightly you go to exam. So
Right.
our mind will be so fragile in that 1.5 day. So if it is what we call closed, the plan is uh, fixed. If we go for the plan, then it will be more better. That helped me.
And when you finally mention this particular line, emotionally, intellectually, physically, so can you add 1 point each in each space? Like how did it help you emotionally? And how do you differentiate emotional and intellectual? And finally, physically. So I just want you to summarize the last paragraph before we conclude the next couple of minutes.
Okay. Emotionally means as you spoke to me 1 or 2 times, you know how drained I am emotionally. What is happening in my life? Will I go further or not? Because
Right.
we can live. I am not telling without CA you cannot live. But people will have dreams. They need to achieve that. If multiple times, if they are thrown back, they will get demotivated.
Right.
So you stood as a hope. So you several times you have mentioned that we will look after you qualify. We can look after that also. We will plan according. So there is some sort of assurance. So let me focus on this. So that is intellectually. I have said no. This planning techniques. So most important thing in this preparation, sir, the mind will be so fragile and weak that somebody will come up with some program. You study this for 5 days, that for 2 days, that for 1 day, you will clear the exam.
Clear. Yes.
How
Yes.
to clear CA exam in 3 days. All that nonsense will be available in the YouTube. But once we are stick to a certain plan and program, that helps in clearing the academics. And physically, you said physical thing and emotional thing are interconnected. Once
Right.
we become physically, when our body have some sort of movement, then our emotions get stable. Then we can focus on exams. So these are the things.
Basically, it will help you to stick to a straight line instead of getting deviated with every random medium.
Because
Yes.
market is so crowded. Students are so what we call soft-hearted. They will be seeing hope everywhere. Maybe this
Okay.
could
So
work.
that way
Maybe
you're saying sticking to one particular program or one
Mm.
particular mentorship will help them, will save them from all random and
Yes,
unnecessary
yes, yes,
information
yes.
which will deviate the preparation.
Energy will be lost.
Lost.
End
Yes,
of the
you're
day,
right
you
to
will
say.
be seeing 10 plans and sleeping. You will not be
Yeah.
studying.
Wonderful.
That
Wonderful.
happens with many people.
Nice way to put it. And
Mm.
finally, Mythreya, this is what I say for everyone. So all we
Mm.
do here is we'll take care
Mm.
of your time, energy, attention. Now,
Mm.
not only to clear CA and become CA Mythreya, it's a very
Mm.
long way for the next
Mm.
30 years. Please remember
Mm.
these things. Waste money, that's okay. Money is a
Mm.
different resource.
Mm.
Remember and be careful about how you use your time, energy,
Mm.
and most importantly, attention. Don't dilute attention for unnecessary things and unnecessary people. Just
Mm.
preserve your attention. Like this is like diamond.
Mm.
Everything else is like gold, silver. Attention is like diamond. So preserve it
Mm.
accordingly. Hold
Mm.
it. This is the only thing which I have to say you. Everything else is completely clear and sorted. And to understand, it was like you have explained it very clearly. But
Mm.
right now we are going with one-line summaries. What is the
Mm.
biggest change in your preparation after joining HLS? One-line summary.
More focus.
More focus. Good.
Mm.
A lot of students find it hard to decide whether to join or not. Now, somebody who is stuck, even now, even after watching all of this, if they're still stuck, what would be your response for them?
Mm. So you need to know the value of the product. What you are getting from the product is important. So when you are a consumer in the market, there will be lots of products for cheaper price also, but you need to know the value. So what is the amount of time that we are giving us? What is the amount of
Right.
attention they are giving us? What is the framework they have for us? Everything will be explained to you in the initial workshops. You focus on the workshop for around 1.5 hour, 2 hours. Our workshop will be there, no sir?
Yes, yes, 90 minutes. Yes.
90 minutes workshop will be there. No other person in the market comes up with such sort of effort to motivate the students into get into the market. Everybody will be sending the links. That's the worst experience I have had. So when you ask for a mentorship, people will be sending the payment links. This is so related this.
And finally, would you recommend our mentorship to students? The obvious question, if yes, why?
Yes, sir. 100% yes. Because I have seen the difference. I have seen the results. I have seen how much happiness it brings for the people who love you.
Hmm.
So that's a beautiful experience. Your father who used to be so calm, who used to be so what we call uh, so to himself, who is so introverted, start
Hmm.
screaming for you. All
Hmm.
the people whom you think will not shout in their life will start shouting for you. Hey, my
Hmm.
nephew,
Hmm. Hmm.
my son passed it. So that's a different experience. Nothing can bring you if you earn tens of crores after without passing CA, that will
Yes,
not be.
yes, that's different. Yes.
Passing CA is a different game in India that should be done. If you are into CA, you need to qualify and get out of it. Then
Wonderful.
no other choice. If that is your aim, blindly join the Him Life School. Everything will be sorted out. You take my assurance for that. Everything will be
Perfect,
sorted out.
perfect. That's a great way of saying things. Maitreya,
Mm,
so we have already reached here long back, became a super student,
mm,
cleared CA in one attempt after joining us. Now,
mm,
I believe you remember this. We talk about 10
mm,
lakh plus. We don't care about money, but the reason
mm,
why we don't care about money is only when you
mm,
have money, you
mm.
cannot care about. Otherwise, you have to care about money. If you
Yes,
don't want to care
exactly.
about money, you need to have money. So this is the
Mm,
next thing which you're updating me. This is the starting
mm,
point. An
mm,
all-round personality with the kind of responses you're speaking in a very matured and
mm,
very precise tone. Like no
mm,
unnecessary words, very clear.
mm,
So I'm already seeing this. This
mm,
becomes important when you talk about
mm,
four wheels. Career now,
mm,
career is reasonably sorted.
mm,
Relationships, you have some work to do there because you'll have to make space in your life for the
mm,
upcoming partner. Like for all
mm,
the people who are clear, this is the
mm,
next thing which they have to focus.
mm,
What kind of partner should somebody choose? There is
mm,
some work. And health, right now, we just have to maintain basic health. You don't have to worry about it significantly. Invest 1 hour
mm,
into health. And wealth,
mm,
you don't have to worry directly because wealth is direct consequence of your career for a long
mm,
period of time. Unless you
mm,
make your first 1 crore and then decide where to invest, do not
mm,
bother about this micro and bullshit investments of 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, what to do, which mutual fund, all that nonsense. Don't worry. Get your
mm,
first 1 crore faster. In
mm,
between, automate these things. Let's say you decide one, okay, I like this Navi index fund. Let me invest and leave it. Don't waste
mm,
time for the micro nitty gritties of 11% versus 13%. Don't waste time. Focus on increasing your income. Whereas the savings or investment should be automated. Don't do active investment, active saving at thousands levels. Only when it moves into lakhs, it's worth, because 1,000, even 100% of 1,000 is still 1,000. So you have to understand that is one piece of advice. Until you get to a particular level, then you can actively do. Now, the people who spend a lot of time here is when everything is automated for them, when they don't have a career, when they only have to focus on savings and converting savings into investment, where there is no need of them to make income. The income is already generated. So they can invest a lot of time. As for people, there is no higher income potential, fixed salary. No matter what they do, they make only 100K per month. Now, for them also, it's totally fine. So you need to understand the stock market advice very clearly. In your case, focus on increasing your income potential, automate your investments. And finally, when you talk about human intelligence master, now if you look at somebody like Srinath, or if you look at any mentor in Him Life School, including you, like we'll bring you on board and you will be an inspirational mentor to many other students. Now we talk about a particular personality, like just like when you talk about God has set of attributes, right? Set of attributes, characteristics. So Him is like human intelligence master. Every person should evolve with those characteristics so that they'll stay happy, peaceful, and joyful. And apart from that, they'll add a lot of value to a lot of people in their lives. So this is exactly how it has been made Mythreya. So yes, we'll support you further with this. We'll keep going. We'll continue the journey. And for now, thank you very much for sharing your valuable insights, because this will be helpful at least for 10 students to clear their CA. This particular 1 hour which we spent, I can literally tag you this with the results probably 1 year down the lane. So this is the level of impact you have created. I'm very happy with the way you have matured. I've seen you at multiple phases, because as I said, for me, CA is an excuse. I want to work with people. When I say, Mythreya, I'll improve your life, nobody will come and sit and discuss all these things. So for me, CA is an excuse to improve the lives of these youngsters. That way, I also improve my own life, because when you act responsibly, more responsibility gives more power. So I feel powerful. I feel responsible. Yes. So this is my story. And any concluding remarks for the students who might be watching this, and then we can conclude the session.
So one thing I want to say, CA is much bigger than what you think. So
Yes.
I don't say once you become CA, you will be becoming CEO.
Yes.
But something I want to tell is you will be getting that what we call guts to aim for CEO.
Yes.
That's what CA makes a difference. If you are BCom graduate, MCom graduate, earning 12 lakhs, 13 lakhs, 14 lakhs, you can never dream of becoming a CEO or a CFO or a leader or to establish a new business. CA gives you lifelong insurance for all the risks that you are going to take in your life. So when you're coming from a middle class background or a lower middle class background, CA helps you a lot. So just understand this, put in your efforts. If you are not able to put in your efforts, you are lacking in something. Get out. So for some mentor, get out for something, help, clear it. When you're into it, clear it and get out. Because I know people who will be regretting at 60 years, 55 years, 40 years. I did not clear my CA. If I could have cleared my CA, I could have been in a better position.
Right.
I know people who are in leadership who are earning good amount of money. If I had good amount of qualification, I could have been a CFO. So getting a CA degree helps you settle at early age, settle at good positions. So get out, get some help if you need that. So don't underestimate the process which we are going through. Don't underestimate some people underestimate the goal itself. CA is a pass percentage is low. CA people are not having jobs. All this is gambling happening in the market. No, CA has its own value. CA has its own power. Focus on that. If you are out of it, it will be beautiful.
Wonderful. That's a great message, Mythreya. And I'm really proud to have worked with you, because as I always say, good mentors are made by super students. Now that is the reason why we made it. Only when we have students like you, mentors like us will exist. So thank you, and God bless you for the rest of your journey, and convey my regards to your parents. We'll meet them. We'll meet your parents also, and we'll catch up when I'm back to Hyderabad. For now, thank you, Mythreya. Have a great day ahead and a great life ahead in 2024 and years to come. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye.